Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How was our week?
Wonderful.
Morning. It was good. How's yours?
Splendid.
Yeah, it was. It
Wonderful.
was okay. Yeah. So, what was the? How was the event of our week? Like, what happened? Hello.
Hello.
Did you guys have any QA experience? Hello.
The only experience I had is like the usual traffic light experience.
Mm. Did you guys notice anything on WhatsApp?
Mm-mm.
You can edit sent messages on WhatsApp.
Oh, I heard, but I don't know. I've not even tried it.
You guys should try it.
Let me just try and see. I think I need to update WhatsApp for it because there's no edit feature.
Oh,
Highlighting on the message.
you click on the options on one of the sent messages. You see edit.
Yeah, yeah, it's still the usual that is there for me. Star, reply, forward, copy, delete. Like the edit feature is not there. So yeah, I think I need to update it. Maybe for the features, new features.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, no problem. So were we able to go through our last class and previous classes? Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Today we'll continue with the API testing class. So I believe we all have Postman installed on our system. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes.
You guys should respond now. Okay, so we'll be using this particular website, rapidapi.com. So this rapidapi.com, rapidapi.com helps us to simulate some test APIs. That's us to simulate some test APIs, and if you want to test APIs, you can use this website as well. It will help you to understand how to test an API. So we'll be using Google Translate API as a example for today. So I believe we all understand by now. We all understand what an API does. So first thing we need to do on the screen now. So this is, like I said, this is just to simulate, like to show you guys how to test an API. But when you want to test in real life, right? In a normal scenario, a documentation will be sent to you. It can be a Swagger document. It can be a Swagger document, right? So Swagger, it's like an API documentation tool. And you can even also test on the Swagger itself. We'll be using Google Translate API as for our example today. So first thing I will do here is to subscribe. So now that I've subscribed, right, I can test the endpoint and everything will be fine. So this is our result. So what we are going to do here is based on what I explained before, right? In your collection, you can create as many requests as possible, but so long as it's in relation to that particular request. Sorry, let me create another collection. So now that the collection is more or less like a folder of a folder that contains several API requests, API endpoints. So now we want to use Google Translate as our case study. So I created a Google Translate collection on Postman, and I want to create a request.
Well, we
Well,
can't
we
see
can't see
it.
Oh, you can see Postman.
No.
Let me reshare. Can you see it now?
No, yeah.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I've created the Google Translate collection. So I want to create my request now. So there are three different requests here. One is to detect the language, one is to get a list of languages, and one is to translate. Right. So everything that is needed to send a request is being displayed here. So we have our header parameters, right? We have our request body. We have our request body, header parameters. We have the request URL, right? So on our Postman, let me try and create request here. List language. Yes. We have a list of languages. That's the title of our request. then the API URL. So for you to get the URL, just come here straight up. And you can see, oh sorry, this is a wrong list of URLs. You copy the URL. You can see the method is a get method. So you come to Postman. Oh yeah, we already have a get method. Then you paste the URL. So what are the other information that we have? Now they said headers. So we have our parameters, we have authorization, headers, body, pre-request script, tests, and settings. So for these params, right, it means parameters. So there will be some parameters that will be provided in your documentation. Parameters are like, how do I explain it? You want to search for an information, right? You want to search for an information, and there are several, there are several, uh, there are several particular checkpoints that you want to use in making a particular search. So, for example, you want to search for countries in the world, right? So the endpoint says, okay, I want to search for all the countries in the world. Now you want to now narrow down that search. What you are using to narrow down that search is the parameters. So now, if you are using search for countries in the world in the Western hemisphere, right? So when we say parameters, now we now say uh, key. You can say key. Let's say uh, what kind of key name can we give? Region. You can say region, right? Then the value will now be Western. So now when you click on send, the result is going to be showing won't be all the countries in the world. It will be all the countries in the Western region. Hello, do you understand?
Mhm.
So that's what parameters does, right? It helps you to narrow down a particular search or a particular request that you're trying to do instead of displaying all records. So there are some specific records you want to see. It's parameters that will guide a particular type of search. So the next one is headers. No, the next one is authorization. So with authorization, right, there are different types. So I won't be able to go through all of them, but the basic ones that you'll be using, right, is either there is no authorization, API key will be provided, right? So that API key, it's hold on. Okay, so that API key now, you can use this as an API key, right? You can use it as an API key, or we can just put it here straight up. X rapid API key, then the value. But that authorization is just basically to give access if there is a required access to that particular endpoint, right? It at this point you enter the authorization. So if you are saying basic authentication, right, you use username and password. You'll be giving username and password, you use it. So remember I taught you guys variables last week. Instead of you writing username and password for every single request that you have, right? Come on. That one will require coding. Don't worry, that's basic. That's just the basic authentication. So you enter the username and password here. Then bearer token. Bearer token. So how do I explain this now? let me give you a scenario for Bearer token. So you are asked to log into a mobile app, right, or any app at all. You have username and password, correct?
Yes.
So now when you log in, right, with your username and your password, there's there's a particular ID that is generated just for you, right? You might not see it, but when you start testing using API, right, you get accustomed to it. So that particular ID, right, or let me say token, that particular token, right, is just like a list of alphanumeric data, right? It can be very long. So that particular ID or token that was sent after you logged in, right? You copy that token and you come here and you paste it. Do you understand? Maybe after, let me see. So basically, anything that you are going to be using to authorize any endpoint, it will be provided, it will be given to you, right? So you'll be using, it can be no authentication or no authorization rather, like it doesn't require any authorization. It can be API key, it can be bearer token, it can be basic authentication, username and password. Those are the basic ones that you can come across, right? Then the next one is headers. So for these headers, right? Headers are just basically how do I explain headers for you? So they are just basically what's it called now? Information that will guide your endpoints, right? Like if you want your endpoints to be displayed in a particular pattern, this way you indicate. Let me see if I can expand this. Okay, so the headers here, right? Just like I said, they're just like a set of rules or guidelines for your particular endpoint to like when it's sent. So for example, now if you are saying you want your application or your request to accept JSON format, right? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm trying to explain is I'm trying to explain these headers. I'm looking for a simpler way to explain it to you guys. So it's more or less like rules and guidelines for your endpoint, right? So for this Postman token now, right? It's talking about the token that I explained. So calculated when request is what is this? When request is sent, right? So this is the rule that you are giving the Postman token, right? Also, you are saying connection, keep alive, like keep the connection alive. And which other one again? Uh, what type of format you'd like to accept? So there are different formats that what's it called? That Postman accepts. There's text, there's JavaScript, there's JSON, HTML, XML. Do you understand? So, but most of the time, you guys should be using what's it called? JSON. JSON is JavaScript object notation. Don't worry, over time you understand what JSON is. It's just a form of writing script. So the next one is the body. Now, body is mostly used when you are using a post method, right? So when you come to body, you click on raw, then you use the most of the time you are going to be using JSON format. So JSON format goes something like this, right? You open your curly braces, then you now enter, let's say, name, the value of the information you want to send. You'll be putting it there. So let's say Olufemi, right? And let's say origin. I'm sorry, origin. Origin. Let's say Nigeria. Or Nigeria as country of origin. Let's put it this way: country of origin. Then state of origin. State of origin. So let's say Lagos. So now this information now based on the endpoint, let's say maybe the endpoint wants to register Olufemi on a platform, right? That is the endpoint. Now we'll be using a post method because we are sending information, right? We want to register that information, we want to create that information. So now if you are creating, you must have a set of data that you want to create, right? So now if I say name, country of origin, state of origin, this is the information I am sending in the body, right? So just in case you are wondering, this is what is called a JSON format. Do you understand? When you're writing scripts, this is JSON format. HTML is slightly different. So now once I click on send, right, this information gets created. Do you understand?
The information is I don't know, this stuff is
You said?
when I
talk,
my it's echoing what I'm saying.
Maybe it's network. Or are you logged in on two tabs?
No.
It will be network.
Okay,
I was going to say
that when
that
you
when
click
you
on
click
send,
send,
where
where
is
is
this
this
information going
information
to be
going to be
created?
created? So the information can be created in the database, right? It can be created. In fact, it's not that it can be created. It will be created in the database, right? That's your storage. That's your storage server. That's where you store the information. So anytime you want to recall that information, right? The information will still be recalled from the database.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have
Do we have
access
access
to
to
the database?
database? Is that?
Do we have
Do we have
access
access
to
to
the
the
database?
database? Yeah, you'll be given access to the database in a real life scenario. You'll be given access to the database. But before you be given access to the database, you must show that you can navigate your way, right? So they can ask you basic queries that you can call, right? That you can write basic queries you can write to call records from the database. Don't worry, I'll just teach you briefly. I'll teach you the basics of writing queries for database. But the major thing is just understand how records are being sent to database. This is how you send records to database. So now, what you are doing right now, you are simulating what can be done, right, on the front end. You are simulating it on API, on Postman. So now on the UI interface, right, on the user interface, you see a situation whereby maybe I want to create Olufemi on a particular platform, and it's asking me for the name of the person, the country of origin, state of origin, and several other information, right? So once I enter it on that interface and I click on save, right, that save, right, sends the record into the database. So now that same action that I am taking on that UI, right, is what I'm also doing here on Postman. Do you understand?
Mm.
So for the pre-request script, I think this one might be a bit advanced for you guys. So, but this pre-request script is more or less like you are writing a test script to automate your request. So let's say, for example, now before you can run this endpoint, you need access. You need to run a login process, right? So let's say you want to make a transfer to someone. You know that before you can transfer, you must first of all log into the application, right? Before you can make a transfer. So now this pre-request, what it does is let's say this is a transfer endpoint, right? These are transfer endpoints. So what this pre-request does is it's first of all you write a script that first of all runs the login process. Do you understand? So when you write that script, right? When you click on send, whatever you write inside this pre-request script, right, is the first thing that will first of all run before this endpoint runs. That's basically all you guys need to know now for now. But it's basically an advanced level. So test as well is also advanced. It's like automating the process, like saying, okay, when I click on this endpoint, this is the expected result I should be getting. Do you understand? So that's why there are some snippets here. Get environment variable, global variable. So send a request. So basically, these are just advanced level. You guys might not need to know about it now, but basically, you need to just know how to send a request, right? How to read the response of a request. So with that said, let's let's send this request, this list of languages get. So we've copied our URL. The next thing is our headers. It said accept encoding application/gzip. Okay, that one is already existing. GZIP.
Why is that
XRapid.
why is that existing already? Because you already copied the URL address.
No. It came with Postman.
Okay.
It came with Postman. So now we have XRapid API key and XRapid API host. So we copy this is the key. We copy this. Then we copy the value. Then we'll go back again for the API host. Copy this. and copy the value.
All this
All
is
this
in
is in that.
let me
Let me
leave
leave
training.
training. I think it's
Echoing.
echoing.
If it's your network, there's really nothing you can do about it.
Maybe
Maybe
when I
when
leave
I
and
leave and
rejoin,
rejoin,
better.
better.
Okay, we can try it.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, same thing.
Same thing.
I told you. So I sent the request after entering the API key, API host, right? I sent the request, and this is the result. This is the list of all the languages that we have. This is a list of all the languages that we have.
So all
So
those
all those
information
information
we
we
inputted
inputted
on
on
that
that.
Remember, these ones there are some auto-generated headers, and there are some that I created myself. These ones that you're seeing here, they are auto-generated. But the X Rapid API key, X Rapid API host, I was the one that created them based on what was required in the documentation.
But all
But
that
all
is
that is
in order.
order.
Is that?
But all
So
that
all that
is
Yes, it's under header. They will indicate it. They indicated it here. Headers.
okay.
okay.
So what I've done just now, please, I want you guys to replicate it on your Postman. And let's see you get the same result.
Okay, but
Okay,
we
but
don't
we
have
don't have
the
the
rapid
rapid
API.
API.
How do I
How
have
do I have
access?
access?
Okay, let me send this to you. Have you seen it?
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah,
Have you
Have you
sent it?
sent it?
yeah, I've sent it.
I've not
I've
seen
not
it.
seen it.
Incoming.
Incoming.
We're
We're on
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
No, on this chat here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So we have to
So
create
we
a
have to
collection
create a
first.
collection first.
Yeah, you create a collection.
The
The
key
key
is
is that
that 610.
610.
Is that the
Is that
key?
the key?
Oh,
Which one? Which one is that? Which one are you talking about?
okay.
Okay.
No worry.
No worry.
Okay. Headers.
Headers.
When I
When I
used
used
to
to
hello,
hello,
Yeah, I can hear you.
the
the
key.
key,
I
I
copied that
copied that
6101
610117.
Is that
Is
not
that
the
not
key?
the key?
Yeah, that's the key.
Okay,
Okay,
when I
when I
copied
copied
and
and
pasted it
pasted it
on
on
the key
the key
field,
field,
it's
it's
showing
showing
invalid.
invalid.
Key
No,
Key
contains
contains
invalid
invalid
characters.
characters.
no. X Rapid API key is your key. 6101FD11 is your value.
Value.
Okay.
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 Am I
Am
going
I
to
going to
description as
description
well?
as well?
No, you don't need description.
So it's
So
just
it's
the
just
key
the
and
key and
value.
value.
Yeah, just key and value. The description would be based on your own discretion.
Oh,
Uh,
I clicked
I
on
clicked
send,
on
could not
send, could
send
not
the
send
post.
the post.
Have you done X Rapid API host?
Where am I
Where am I
going to
going
get
to
rapid
rapid
API?
The same place where you wrote the key. It's under headers.
So is
So
that
is
one going
that
to
one
be
going to be
under
under
X-Rapid
X Rapid
API?
API?
Yeah, it's going to be under it. So the XRapid API host is the key, and Google Translate 1.p is the value.
Okay, that
Okay,
means
that means
Go on.
under that
under
key, we
that
are
key, we
going
are
to
going
have
to
like
have like
the
the
X-Rapid
X Rapid
API
API
key and
and
the
the X
X-Rapid
Rapid
API host.
API host.
Yes.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I
I
clicked on
clicked on
send
send
again. The
again.
response is
Response
they
is
won't
to want
send
send
request.
request.
Can you share your screen? Let me see.
Can you see my screen now?
No, not yet. Yeah, I can see it now. Oh, you copied it with the inverted commas.
What are you talking?
Well, the
Remove those quotes. And the one on the Rapid API key. Yeah, send again.
Same thing.
same thing.
Where's your collection? Okay, the name of the collection is new collection, right?
No.
No.
That's the name. New collection. Okay, so go back to the request. I've seen the issue. So you see your URL. You need to remove that quote as well.
This
Okay, for
instance, I
instance,
want
I
to
want to
rename
rename
this.
this.
Okay, edit
Okay,
here.
edit here.
No.
No.
No, just go to see that collection. You see that new yeah. Those three dots.
Rename.
Yeah, rename.
Rapid.
That's a Google Translate.
Okay.
Click on save on this one. So click on Google Trans. Save. Yeah, go to your headers. Yeah, try sending again. You can see the result now.
Yes.
Hello, Femi. Hello, Olufemi.
Yes,
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah, were you able to get it?
Sorry.
Sorry.
The
The
network is
network is.
Hello, are you still there?
yes, I'm
Yes,
here.
I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Can you share your screen? So let's do it together.
Let me
Let me
stop
stop
sharing.
sharing.
What do I
What do I
share?
share?
Yeah, the whole screen. No, you can just share. Uh, share the browser that you're on currently. No. Share the whole screen. Share the whole screen. So that you'll be able to go between browser and Postman.
Okay. But can't
But
we have
can't
more
we
than
have
one
more than one
collection
collection
for the
for
same
the same
document?
document?
For the same document, like the
Yeah.
same API test or the same
Yes.
application, you can have just one collection for it. So that it won't your work won't be scattered. Do you understand? So if you are doing Google Translate, every request that you are doing should be inside Google Translate collection.
Okay, so we can save another folder in that Google Translate.
Yes, you can have several folders inside Google Translate.
Okay, because I tried another next one. But when I click on new, it keeps showing Google Translate.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
When I finish with Olufemi,
Okay.
I'll see what you're talking about.
I don't know. Can you see the screen?
No, not yet.
I'm trying to click it. There's no need.
No worries.
Please, is it not the present now?
Is that? Yeah, present now.
Then you have your entire screen.
Yeah, entire screen, yeah. Then you now click inside that entire screen. You now select the screen. Then you click on share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah, yes. So Postman. Yeah, you click on Postman. Hello, you me?
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
You have the Postman app opened on your tab. Click on it on your tab.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I can see it. So first of all, you need to create a collection. So you come to new. Top left here. Yeah, new. Then can you see collection? Oh, okay, it's still showing you. It's still showing you. Have you created an account?
No.
This is looking different.
No, I think they're still showing him how to set up.
Sign up.
Yeah, you need to sign up. You need to create an account. So, but you know what? We can still proceed with the request. You can create an account outside the class. So you can go to our chat, right? Go to our chat. That Google chat, the meeting. Yeah, the Google chat. Yeah, yeah, that's it now. That tab. No, go to Chrome. Yeah, click on it. No, the left that click on that one, yeah. That left one, yeah. Yeah. So now go to Meet, that Google Meet. Yeah. So click on the chat icon. Down right. Yeah. Ah, okay, you didn't see it. Let me resend it. So can you see it now? You see, so that URL, copy it.
Is everything?
Just that URL, copy. No, just that URL.
This?
Yeah, the whole URL. You see that URL from HTTPS to languages. Yeah, copy it. Yeah, go to Postman.
Where do I post?
So yeah, that enter URL. Paste. So remove that code, those codes, the comma and the codes.
Okay.
Then in the beginning, yeah. So go back to the chat again. Yeah, copy XRapid API key. Yeah, copy it. Yeah.
Where do I paste?
So you go to headers.
Headers.
Yeah, key. So you go back to the browser again. And you copy that value.
Where do I put?
So you put it inside value. Yeah. So you do the same thing for XRapid API host. Yeah, that Google Translate API rapid.com. That's the value.
Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's everything. Click the send button. Can you see it? So it's showing us the list of languages that we have. Do you understand now? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Hello, Fumla, are you with us? Hello, Fumla. Okay, so let's continue with the class. So I'll be sharing my screen so that I will test for the other endpoints.
Okay, before then, I have to.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that. Share your screen.
Let me share my screen again. Okay, share. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, I was saying that can't I create another connection here? Like
Inside
new
Google
connection
Translate or outside Google Translate.
for the same Google Translate.
No, you can't create another okay, you can create actually, but you can't use the same name.
Okay, maybe
different.
something different. Okay, maybe for instance, I use my name now as Google connection, and I still want to work on that same document. Those links,
I didn't get that.
the API key and the value. I still want to use it to work.
I didn't get your question. I'm not getting your question.
Okay. How do I? Okay, first. I can't even edit this one. I can't rename it. Like maybe to my name. It's still showing you connection.
Oh, okay. Okay, you want to rename this particular one. Scroll down.
Yes.
You need to scroll down.
Oh, okay. So can I cancel?
Yeah, you can cancel. It's just like opening a tab. But just ensure
Then
you save before you close.
This I was asking if I have the same.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, yeah, because I just wanted to try what we did again.
On your own. Okay.
Yes. Then I'll save here.
Yeah, you can save. So select. No. You want to save it inside Google Translate.
But this was the one I
And just just drag it down to Modupe.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Once I now feel now feel confused.
Yeah.
So it is saved already to the collection.
Is that?
It is saved to Modupe collection now.
It's saved to Modupe collection now, yeah.
Okay. I'll save again.
Yeah, save. Hold on, don't click. You want to save it again inside Google Translate. You need to take note of the header. You need to take note of the header when you are saving.
Yes. I'm still doing the same.
It's already saved now inside Modupe. It's already saved inside Modupe.
No, because I already dragged it.
Go to Google Translate. Go to the request inside Google Translate.
The first one.
Yeah. Now click on that add button.
That
Plus button. Yeah, click on it. Now just try and save. Let me see. Save. Click on save. So hold on, don't click on save. Don't. So now you can see where this thing is pointing to. It's pointing to Google Translate.
Yes.
So anytime you want to save, you need to take note of where it is saving to. Do you understand?
Okay.
So now you want it to enter Modupe, but it is in the wrong. Let's put in test. Let's in that request name put in test. Now click on Google Trans. That Google Trans, click on it. Let's see. No, it's not clickable. This search for collection or folder. Click on that icon beside it.
New.
No, not new folder. Yeah. Click on. Is it clickable?
No, it's not.
Then click on. That's saved to that my workspace. Is it clickable too?
Yes.
So now click on Modupe. So can you see you just change the collection you want to save to? So then you can now click on save.
Maybe.
So however you can delete it as well.
Okay. Okay, let me stop. Thank you.
Yeah. So can you guys see my screen?
No.
So that's for list of languages. Now what we want to do now is we want to try detect language. So I want us to take note. Remember our list of languages Under headers, it said accept encoding, application gzip, blah, 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 blah. That's under headers. Then for the text languages, you need to take notes of the information too. We need to take note of the information that it's asking us here. So now, it's a post method, so we create a new request. Can you guys see my post, man?
Yes.
So I want to create a new request. I just come here, add request, detect language. So post method. Then we go back, copy our URL. Copy our URL. We paste it. So what other information do we need? We also said content type, application XWW form URL encoded. So we go back to our headers and we'll see if it exists. Application type. So there's no application type, right? So what we'll do is we'll add it ourselves. Content type.
Another screen is shared, and I
I
can't see your screen clearly.
Oh, that's fair. Femi, your screen is still being shared. Hello, Femi. Hello, Femi. Femi is no longer on the call. Can you see my screen now?
Yes, but I can see your screen, but what is being shared clearly.
Let me reshare. Okay, how about now?
Yes.
So under headers, content type, then we'll copy the value. Then come here, you paste the value. That's the content type. So the content type now is this. Can you take note of this content type? Oh? Are you there?
Yes.
They said the content type should be application / XWW form URL encoded. Now, this content type determines what kind of content you'll be entering in your body. Remember I told you JSON format, HTML, JavaScript, text, XML. So assuming the application format now, right, is telling us application / come on now. It's telling us application / JSON, right? Assuming the content type is application / JSON, you come to body here and you click on JSON. If application type was telling us application / XML, right? You come here, you select, you see, it has even automatically selected XML. If it's saying application HTML, right? You come here and you select HTML. Do you understand? The content type, if it's application / XW form URL encoded, just like it is in the documentation, you come to the body here, right? So instead of raw, you now come here, you see XWW form URL encoded. So that's the content type that it's accepting, right? Then we'll now do the usual XRapid API key. Remember what I said in last class about variables? Hello?
Yeah.
I said, remember what I said about variables?
I'm
Eh?
trying to.
You need to go back to that previous class and watch it again, because what I explained on variable can help you, right, in repeating this X Rapid API key and host. So this one that I'm recopying the X Rapid API key and host, right? I'll just save it as a variable, and I'll just call the variable here. So is there any other thing?
I
Yeah,
redo the variable. I know you. I'm trying to remember, but
going through variables will take much of our class. So if we finish this, all these endpoints, and we still have time, I can touch on it. So remember what I said now? I said on post, right? We've done the headers for post. What else is remaining? Body. Thank you. So that body now, right, will now come here. They've already given us the body. See the request body. So this is the key. This is a value. And the key is what? Q. I hope this works. This is the first time I'm actually using www URL code encoded.
what about the string below?
The what?
That string below the key.
Yeah, it's telling you the data type. Do you understand? It's telling you the data type this particular key accepts. See this one too. It's a string, right? And this one is enum. That one, enum is too technical. Enum is too technical. So the different data types that we have string. String is like your normal text, right? A string is an alphanumeric data. Number, number is number. Then we have date and time. Do you understand?
So is there any way to include string?
The string,
Data type.
the data type is like saying, how do I explain it to? See, let me put it this way. They said in this documentation, they said X Rapid API host string, right?
Yes.
It means this X Rapid API host that you're seeing here accepts string. So if it accepts string, that means your value here is a string, right? Content type accepts string. That means the content that you entered here is a string. But if I should enter a number inside here, it will fail because it doesn't accept number. It doesn't accept date and type. It only accepts what? String. And a string is, let me come here. This is how you represent a string. So a string can be a string. Can be a string. This is number. and date and time. We can now have something like what's the time now? 10:34. We can have something like that. That's your date and time. You understand? So the first one is a string. The second one is number. The third one is date and time. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So let's send. Yeah, it worked. So it's telling us the language is English. Right? Let's write something in French. So can you see the language? Hello?
Okay.
Can you see the language?
Yes. Yes.
So let me check another language. Let me try Japanese. Ohayo gozaimasu. Can you see? That's Japanese. So which other language? Let me try German. Was bedeutet das? Can you see Deutsch? Which other one? Portuguese. Bom dia. Can you see Portuguese? Let me try Chinese. If it will work. Xie. I don't know the short form for this one. Let's go to our list of languages. ZH. Okay, ZH is actually Chinese. CN. ZH is CN. Maybe it's a dialect. Do you understand what I'm doing now?
Yes.
As I'm detecting the language, right? I'm also coming to confirm. I'm also coming to confirm among the list of languages here. Which other language again? Portuguese, German. So with this I've done now, can you try it from your end? Can you share your screen? It's on your screen.
I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Have you sent?
Yeah, I've seen it. Okay, let me send the information to you. Sent.
Post. The one
Yeah.
below.
The one below. There is a post method.
Okay.
You've forgotten your content type. You didn't add content type amongst the others.
Amongst the
Others.
I can't even go back.
No, you don't need to go back. Go to the browser, copy the content type, and paste in the key and value. It's under headers. No. Content type. Yeah,
Sorry.
You move that quote. So if the content type is www form URL encoded, what would be our body?
JSON.
No. The application type is not saying JSON. The content type is not saying JSON. The content type is saying what? What's the content type?
This application.
That's the content type. So go to body, look for it. Have you seen it? So let me copy the content for and send to you.
It seems the operation all this heading that is always under here. Forget is there? I don't think there's spams, authorization, headers, body, and all that.
Forget?
Yeah,
Is there?
Okay.
So I've sent the key and value. Remove the quotes, yeah. Oh yeah, send.
But I've not saved.
Yeah, you don't need to save. Doesn't mean anything if you don't save. Or you can save, sha. It doesn't mean anything.
Let me
It's
see.
only when you want to close it. It's going to Modupe.
Mm.
Okay, no. So you want it to be saved inside Modupe or
Okay,
inside the
no,
workspace.
no.
So go to my workspace. Click on save. Go to my workspace. Now select Google Trans and save. There you have it. So click on send. So there you have it. Hello, Femi. Hello, Femi. Hello, Femi.
Hello.
Yeah. Were you able to get it?
I didn't get it.
Oh, okay. Do you mind sharing your screen so we can do it together?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So click on that plus sign. So we are creating a new request now. So you go to the chat. The same way you copy those contents for the first request, you do it again for this one too. Accept. No, that one has been that one exists already.
Okay, which one?
Scroll up. You see content type. You start from you start from the URL. Copy the URL first. Okay. Now copy the remaining headers the way you did for the first request. No. You have to copy content type separately as a key, then the value separately.
He has not changed the operation.
No,
Operation type.
it's not param, so it's headers.
Oh, sorry.
No, you need to delete that one because that one is already saved. So come to the extreme and you can see that delete. No, you can see that delete icon. No, by the right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Then copy the value.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah. Then the Rapid API key and Rapid API host. The same thing. No, you're not doing accept encoding. Scroll down. Accept encoding already exists. It has been auto-generated by Postman.
Rapid API key. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Hello?
So now the next one now, right, is no, you need to first of all change the method though. It's not a get method. Yeah, are you there? Hello, look at me. Hello, Olufemi. Hello? Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Mm,
It's network.
yeah. I don't know if Femi will be joining us.
Maybe we
Maybe
should add.
Mm. So maybe we'll have to meet in the next class. Yeah, briefly. Uh, uh, Let me quickly show the variable parts.
Okay.
So can you see my screen now?
Nice.
So this variable part here, remember I said you can have global variable, you can have environment variable, and you can have collection variable. Do you remember? Hmm?
Yes.
So global variable applies to every single collection inside Postman. I won't advise that one because you'll be having different collections on different projects. So I won't advise global variable. So what I would advise is collection variable or environment variable. I remember what I said about environment. Environment is like different test environment, different URLs that you'll be testing on. So you can be testing on dev. Remember the example I gave, Jumia dev, Jumia staging, Jumia test, then you can have Jumia prod. You understand? So you cannot save the variables inside any of this environment, right? Or you can save it inside a collection, which is what we are going to do. So we are going to save the variable inside the Google Translate collection. So what we want to do is we want to save XRapid API key, set as variable. Hmm? This is a shortcut, set as variable. Or you just come to Google Translate, right? You come to variables and you save it there.
Okay.
There's nothing scheduled today.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Did you get what I did now?
Mm-hmm.
I showed you both the shortcuts. Just highlight, set as variable, set as new variable. You select which scope, global, environment, or collection, right? So you select collection. What do you want to name it? API key. API key, right? Then set variable, and it's saved. Then the content set as variable. You come here, set as new variable. Which one? Collection. What do you want to name it as? Key value. Then you set variable again. Then
And this one you just do.
Sorry?
Wait, I'm mixing it up now. The one you just did this for.
it's for XRapid API key. Do you get?
Okay.
So now let's use the long journey. So you copy this XRapid API host, go to a collection. You see that one is already saved.
Yeah.
So you go to a collection variables, then save it XRapid API host. So we do API host. Then the same thing for our value. So come here, save. What do you name it as? Name it as host value. Then save. So now I can just call on this API host and host value here. Then curly braces. You can see it API host. Curly braces, host value. And there you have it. So if I'm going to be creating a new request, right? I don't need to be copying and pasting API rapid key. Don't need to do that. So long as it's the same information that is being used. You understand? I'll quickly do the last. I'll do the last endpoint, last request. And quickly do the last request. Already spent that time. So translate the last request. So this is the URL. Copy. Just take note of. Add request. Translate. It's a post. Save. So now our documentation says content type. Remember, it's only information that you know will be repeated all through that you save as variable. It is going to be if it is going to be changing, if it is not static, if it's dynamic, you don't need to save it as variable. I'm rushing here. So rapid API key, rapid API host. Yeah, same thing. So just call our endpoint API key value, API host. Let's see how fast it is. Host value. So now content WRL encoded. So we come here, encoded. So what are the information that will be encoding and that will be passing across? So Q is our key. Then bonjour is the word that I want to translate. then target. And so also take note, right? Did you notice that in our documentation they are saying required and optional?
Yes.
So if they say optional, that means you can add it and you can leave it. Do you understand? You can
Yes,
add
yes.
it, you can either add it or you can leave it. But if they say required, it means you must add it. So now our target is ES, that means Spanish, right? But our target is let's make our target English because our word here, our source here is French. So let me make it English. Remember, this target that you're entering here, this value that you're entering here is from the list of languages here. You can see English here, EN. So you can't just pick anything, right? So whatever you be entering in your target or your source must come from the list of languages here. So after that,
But those things like this information, are they not going to be included in whatever documents I'll be included?
no, it will be included, but it's optional because you can send it, you can either add it to what you are sending or you can just leave it. So the reason why they said it's optional is, see, detected source language, French. So what's the point of me putting source, FR, when it will automatically detect the language? And I can equally say source, FR, and it will still go. Do you see? And let's say car, let's see if it will do that. Okay. Wait, first of all, check if it exists. Detect language. Let's detect the language first. Wow, it exists. So no. Sorry. See, that's a mistake there. The target is, let's say, French source. Let's not put anything in source. So if you want to deactivate, just click uncheck that checkbox. It won't count. But if you check it, it will count. So you see, bonjour. Target, let's change it to English. Good morning. Can you see? Detected source language, YO, Yoruba. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So can you do it on your own?
I can try.
Yeah, share your screen. Let me share the information. So you can go to Rapid API on your own and just test. No, don't click on plus sign. Just go to, let me show you how to create. On that collection, you see three dots beside it. Collection. No, that's not collection. Collection is Google Trans. You see three dots beside. Now you see add request. Now translate. Or you went to click on the. It's API care you wrote to. Just do hyphen KUI.
Oh, okay. The other part that is the body.
Yeah. EN. Just say EN. Send. So do you get it now?
Yes.
You can save the endpoint. So that's basically it. So you can let me send the URL.
Oh, you saved already.
Let me send you the URL so that you can pick any API and just test. So if you have any question, you can reach out to me. Are you with me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. So I'll send the
So
URL.
we can use the URL to test.
No, you once you go to that URL, you see a list of APIs. Can you see my screen?
No. The one we have to. I can't see us.
Can you see it now?
Yes.
So this is what's it called? The link. You can see a lot of APIs here, categories. Just ensure you are using a free one. Okay, there's free public APIs for developers. So this is where you are coming to free public APIs for developer. Viewer. In fact, maybe that's what I should even send. Let me send that one instead. So, are you good?
Okay.
Okay.
The thing is, when you
When you
click
click
on
on
that,
okay,
okay, let
let
me
me
open the one you said. When you
when you
open
open the
collection
collection
API,
API,
the
the
first one,
first one,
real
real
talk,
talk,
get
gets
school.
school.
I can't,
I can't,
once I
once
click
I
on
click
that,
on
now
that,
it's
now
not
it's not
opening.
opening.
It's not opening.
Mhm.
Let me see what you're talking about. Are you sharing your screen?
What did you
What did
say?
you say?
Share your screen so that I can see.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is it now. Continue as Modupe. Do the URL again. Scroll down to free public API, then click on SEO. To click on the realtor. So yeah, good, right?
Mm-hmm.
But before you can test, it will ask you to subscribe.
Subscribe.
Mm,
So I have to subscribe.
yeah. But you know what? Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Try testing it on Postman without subscribing. I want to see what happens. Just send me a message on WhatsApp about the
About the
The
update.
update.
just send me the update on WhatsApp of what happens. And then whenever you are doing a documentation or whenever you are reading a documentation, ensure that when you see the word deprecated, it means it's no longer in use.
When we see the
When we
word,
see the word
Deprecated. Scroll up. Can you see by the left? By the left here. Have you seen it?
Hmm.
Where you see location slash V2 slash autocomplete
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
by the left. Go left. Still go left. Come down.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So duplicated means it's no longer in use.
Okay.
So try it out and give me feedback. So everything you need is inside this by the right here.
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 Yeah. You can see the method, the URL, params, headers.
Okay.
Then this
Then
is
this is
try
try
this
try.
trial.
No, don't worry yourself about that one.
So I should
So I
not
should not
get to
get
this
to this
point.
point.
The reason why I'm saying you should not worry yourself about that one is all those ones, right? It's required when you're testing on this interface. But we are not using this interface to test. We are using Postman to test.
Okay.
Okay.
So create a realtor collection, right? I want you to make use of variables. So that your XRapid API key and XRapid API host will be applicable to all your endpoints. So these properties, agents, mortgage, schools, they are folders. So that means your collection is realtor. You will have properties folder, agents folder, mortgage folder, schools folder. But you have one request. Okay, so a lot of them are duplicated. Don't worry, just pick 1, 2, or 3 out of each folder.
I can't.
I can't.
Okay. Hello.
Hello,
Hello, yeah, I'm here.
You said you can't what?
Properties.
Properties.
Then
Then okay.
agencies.
No, just don't look at how much you want to do now. Do that first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do that first one first.
Okay.
Okay.
So that
So
for
that
that
building things,
I would
I
be
would be
working on
working on
the
the
same
same
app like
like
this
this
one.
one.
So I would
So
have the
the
rapid key
rapid
and
key
host
and
as
host as
variables. So
variables.
it's
It's
easy to
easy
use
to
them.
use them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much for
Thank
your time
you.
today.
Thank you.
So do have a lovely weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.